Oh, thank you so much, Nat. We are going into game number 1 between Talon and Tundra Esports, and it is in MLPDotA and Johnxfire. Jonathan, welcome back. We're here for TI, so how the hell are you doing?
Doing great, Mike. It's been a while, and it's good to be here on the biggest stage of the year.
This is
entirely different. Smoke breaks. Can he get
It certainly does. Ramsey's being chased down already, and Jokam's got him with the disruption, but do they have the proper setup? They do with the arrow from Akashi. Toss back on Ramsey's. He should be going down here, and this should be the official first blood of the road to the international for WS of all people.
It's just not an easy time to try to maximize this lane from Tundra. They are blocking off Ponyo from trying to snipe away the Wisdom Rune. You are still getting movement across from MLPDotA, though.
Oh, it's cheeky. Makoto, he's going to try for it, but no, Sux has got it. Fast fingers here from the Ench. Meanwhile, bottom lane, of course, Jokam was able to secure his own Wisdom Rune, so no double Wisdom Rune here for Talon. Top lane, though, WS now being chased down, and Thompson does TP in. This should be enough damage here for WS, and they do get it. Very nice rotation from Thompson. First one of the game, but it certainly already pays off.
Yeah, that's what that's one thing to be a little bit concerned about as well for Ricky. He is working onto the defusal. At that point, the rotation should be simpler. Up top, though,
I'm going to try to make a move in here. Ponyo and Akashi trying to go onto Whitemon. Whitemon with the snowball. Going to be able to just go towards the right and does survive a little bit longer as now Pure's going to jump in. But a nice arena from Ramsey showing up the last second. Still, they will lose Pure. Akashi, though, may go down as a follow-up, though. Here comes MLPDotA now trying to help out. Thompson's the target. Akashi's still running. He's actually all right. He's out of there. Jokam setting up a disruption. The arrow to follow up, and they've got another. Oh, Talon. 4-for-1 trade. That is a very nice deal if you are a Talon fan. Yeah, they are trying. It seems like the movement's been read here by Talon, though. They do retreat immediately, realizing there's just too many heroes missing off the map. I believe Pure has actually left the tier 1 token on the floor there, so just towards the south of that tier 1 bottom tower. They'll jump in. They have found Saxa first, so they will burst down him. Ponyo to secure the kill. Now the fight continues with the arena being dropped down. They'll follow up onto Ponyo. A 1-for-1, make that a 2-for-1 in fact, the way of Tundra. They do also pick up Jokam, now onto WS, but he's a tanky boy. They're going to give it a crack. WS just manning up. Here comes MLPDotA with the smoke screen, trying to set up on Thompson. Thompson in trouble. They take him down. The Prophet is no longer. Ramsey's, though, chasing down MLPDotA, gets the follow-up kill onto the Ricky. Is now Pure, still going onto Ponyo, trying to find more. He might just have him. The spear from a mile away from Ramsey's locks down Ponyo. Onto Akashi they'll go, but he's gone too far. Pure wants to get the hell out of there. And in fact, they'll stick around for the bottom tier 1 tower. But that team fight, it looks like it goes in favor of the side of Tundra, especially considering we have the buyback from Ponyo. In fact, WS, not out of the woods yet either. The chase is on. Pure, he'll find him. Dragon Form will wear off. The Sprout will block his way in. WS just not looking very tanky when you are getting taken down by 4 heroes. So Tundra able to secure even more as now MLPDotA shows back up down to this bottom lane. There is a sentry, but he's out of range for now. He'll jump in. He'll try for Ramsey, so this is a very, very scary attempt. He will blink away. Akashi helping out MLPDotA. He'll run out of range, so they will stun him up, but he's all right.
Lane here and just get some damage, get some quick farm going, clear out those camps. Tundra, for their part, starting to clump around this focal point on Pure. Has the stats, just front line, has a lot of spare. Agi to shift into strength. It's not the easiest to burst, especially since you didn't go for Frost Dragon whatsoever. Get a catch on Ponyo.
A nice easy pick off here for the boys of Tundra. Ramses will go ahead and secure his 5th kill of the game now. That's one of the things, again, if you are just a lowly support, you are going to get caught very, very easily. Cheeky little scan out from Tundra as well. Does scan out Akashi on the Mirana. He is just continuously running south to the safer parts of that jungle. You do have Pure and Saxa around, though chances are they probably won't be able to lock down the Mirana. Still, Talon, they have slowed down the game quite a bit, haven't they, John? They're not really grouping up and fighting at all. Seems like they're more than happy to just secure a bit more farm on their end of things. Where it really is Tundra, the ones being quite aggressive on the map.
Yeah.
In fact, here we go again. MLPDotA, a beautiful spear, but no. It doesn't land. Still the Arena and the Gleipnir will do the job. Makoto with the silence helping out in terms of surviving, but not as long as the disruption. It does save his life, but they do take him down. Whitemon takes care of it. They'll lose Thompson, but they'll lose Whitemon on top. In fact, now Tundra, they may have gone too far. Ramses, he'll be the one to go down. Pure will move in, trying for Akashi's life, and Akashi, he does die, but now can Pure get out? Well, the answer is yes. In fact, he's jumping in. He wants more, but he'll have to leave the area. I believe that was a 3-for-3 trade. Again, Tundra, you know, as much as you like to look at the kill score and think maybe the side of Talon are doing pretty good, it seems like Tundra are in complete control of this game one. At least with their map movements. Here we go though. Ramses getting jumped mid lane. They'll try to burst down the Mars, but the snowball, Whitemon unable to save. So now Whitemon needs to run. They've got some help incoming, but it's not coming fast enough. So Whitemon should go down as now Saksa also being caught out by WS. It could be a third target here for the side of Talon, and they've got it. Never mind what I said, John. Map movements are one thing, but kills are another.
Perhaps.
They might just barely. Already half HP of Roshan gone. Talon, they are getting there, but it almost looks like it's in slow motion. Roshan still going down. We'll see if Talon want to force a fight with Roshan going the way of Tundra. They're thinking about it. They've set up at the bottom lane. They'll take the high ground of the Twin Gates. They are waiting for a moment to pounce in. Though Saksa brings his creep through the Twin Gates now. Still, they do remain smoked up.
Yes.
In goes WS. He's going to start the fight, but he's just getting melted down. Already most of his HP gone. They'll save him disruption for now, but for how long? WS is gone. So is Ponyo. Jocam being left behind, probably set to fall. And Tundra, I mean, if Roshan wasn't enough, now they've got 3 kills to add on to that.
And that's a massive kill in WS. I get that his smoke breaks under the creep vision, so he does want to jump forward, but he doesn't preemptively BKB. He doesn't respect that tree line as much as he should have with how Tundra were grouped up and what the scans were revealing for them. Now Makoto all alone here.
Oh, being caught out. Thompson with a very nice teleport in, just cutting him right off. Oh, that's a big one. Makoto going down as well, just slowing down the pacing of the Riki and the whole draft of Talon, really. Just feels like it's being slowed down to a complete stop here by Tundra. Is Tundra now looking?
And just finding that great punishment in Roche fight, that's where it all fell apart. I think before that it was relatively even. You know, Tundra still had momentum going their way, but it was still somewhat playable for Talon before that point. Just that mistake from WS to blink forward.
They can't get caught here, John. There's not really any buybacks apart from Jocam. WS, he's going to jump in. They'll try to burst down the Mars, and they've got him. Ramses is gone to start. They've even found the Aegis of Pure. Is this the team fight they needed? They're going to give it a crack. The snowball is out onto Ponyo, buying a bit more time, but Pure is gone. So is Thompson. So is Whitemon. And now Sucks on top. It's a full team wipe. Well, what the hell happened?
The damage output's just ridiculous. They had Solar Flare this time around. WS didn't have the BKB. It looked awkward as heck. First jump potential here for Talon to connect outside of just a smoke screen. If they land a rebound, if they land disruption into arrow, things can go very quickly for this Morphling at full agi. You have to watch yourself.
Thompson's TP'd in. He's trying to force the fight, but he does get the force stuff onto the low ground as now Ramsey's trying to force a fight onto the Shadow Demon. Whitemon will jump in. Jocam getting low, and he's finally gone as they will also find Ponyo. And now Akashi, that's the big target. If they can secure, but Makoto from the backside, he picks off Pure. Makoto, he'll keep going here with WS. They'll try with a 3v2 situation. Jocam, he's brought back, but they've already lost Makoto. This is not the fight to buy back in now. WS, though, still finding Thompson. Still managing to find another kill as Jocam. He will die back once again on the Shadow Demon. Tundra looking to try and get into that Radiant jungle. Side of Talon, they will actually rotate into the dire triangle right now. There's Makoto and Jocam going to spot out the side of Tundra, but Jocam will be the one left behind, of course, so he'll happily die for Makoto to be able to get away. But here comes the rest of Talon finding Thompson. Oh, Thompson's gone. It's a big trade here for Talon thus far. WS wanting maybe a little bit more, though. He does get force staffed away for now. As now the Arena Ramses, he'll find Ponyo. That'll be the secondary support down. WS in the meantime, he'll BKB TP up, but Akashi got left behind. And he leaps the wrong way on top. Oh, no. The tips immediately from Tundra. And that was all for that last leap, I believe, Jonathan.
Oh, yeah.
Leaps two ways about that. They've got plenty of time to try and contest this time around. They'll move in. Roshan's still going down the Pure. He's almost got it gone. Roar is there. Ramses, he'll get spotted. They found a great target in the Mars, and they will burst him down as the Roshan's still going. They'll be able to pick up the Aegis here on Pure, but they'll leave the banner behind. So WS will go ahead and pick that one up for Pure. How do you get out of this situation? He'll mantra off the Gleipnir. Makoto chasing him down, but no, they'll go after the Ench instead. They'll take down Saxa. Can they find more? WS, he'll get jumped. Akashi focusing on Thompson. Thompson dropping low, but Ramses with a huge arena out. Makoto, he got hexed up. Makoto, he gets the tricks of the trades off just in the nick of time. But what's it going to do for him? He does go down. So does Ponyo. Onto the DK, they'll go. WS not looking too tanky. He will drop. And Ramses, that was a very nice buyback up from the Mars just in the nick of time to save the fight here for Tundra. With the Roshan, with the Aegis still going, they'll try for high ground.
And it's not going to take too much here from Tundra to rip these buildings to shreds, as we've seen before. Side of Talon only have the 2 buybacks. Even with buyback in WS, he doesn't have the Dragon form. You know, don't have their Steroid as well and Solar Flare. Gonna have to try to at least give up 1 set of racks. But Tundra, smell blood in the water, tier 4s, no problems. Forcing the buyback from WS, but what can Talon feasibly do? And they don't have these ultimates up. It just feels... It's a difficult defense, to say the least. Tundra right on top to set off their road to the International here on the right note. This Talon looked good early on, but just that wonky Roche fight. And it just starts to fall apart really fast with this kind of draft.
Two wonky Roche
So with the arena
down, Talon, they might want to go, and they do certainly look like they want to try and pursue here. WS ready to blink in, does commit. He gets the stun off onto the task. Wyamon trying to be bursted down. In comes Makoto, but they're lacking quite a bit of damage without Akashi. Ponyo, he'll try as well, but Pure, he's just manning up through it. He couldn't give a crap. Makoto being chased down. They really can't afford to lose this Ricky. Silenced him up, more stuff away. Makoto, he might jump back in with the tricks of the trade, and Wyamon will go down. Meanwhile, though, Jocam and Ponyo both dropping. Is now Pure dropping low, but so does Makoto. He'll go down on a WS. He'll BKB TP out, and he will make it. Meanwhile, Akashi's still getting tipped throughout all of this. As now they've got Makoto down with that buyback, and it seems like Tundra can officially go for the jugular.
WS?
Onto the DK. WS is gone. Pure in trouble. Does go down. Pure is off the map now as Ponyo. He will die for this. It's a 2v4 scenario as Wymon's going to buy back. It's Akashi and Jocam versus the world. Can you deal with Thompson? That's the big target. Ramses disrupted. Although you have lost Jocam, still Akashi, he will try to take down the Mars, but the Hex is out. He's got no damage incoming, as now they'll focus down the Ancient, and GG is called. Game 1 will go the way of Tundra Esports. And it was quite back and forth, Jonathan, but it did always feel like Tundra just had their number here in game 1.
I was not a fan where you would just max your W and E and just go AFK for 20 minutes, but they changed it so now you can max beam if you want to, get your ulti at 6, and you can participate in the fight, which makes this here a lot faster. But yeah, they're going to do the offlane Alchemist here, because I don't...
First blood maybe to happen here, as we could have a fight. Smoke around from Whitemon. He might just find Ponyo here with his pants down, and Ponyo gets sharded up, and it looks like he is just as good as dead. He'll try for the run. The Fairy Fire out. The slowdown is there from the Blood Grenade. They are still trying for Ponyo, and they do find him.
Really zone out these heroes quite hard. It's giving this melee matchup up against dual range a lot of play for Ramses. No care in the world. He knows the sniper can always cover up top. Getting a little bit aggressive here.
Jocam almost goes down, but they didn't quite have enough damage. Wyamon dropping quite low himself. Meanwhile, bottom lane looks like there was a bit of a chase onto Ponyo, but they won't quite be able to secure us. Now Saxa in danger, and Saxa, he'll be the one to go down as Akashi picks up his first kill on the win range. It's a classic Ench bait, right? You chase the Enchantress expecting an easy kill, and you end up giving one away instead.
That's a nice little boon for Akashi. Again, in not really a slower lane, but a lane where he's not really finding as much, say, aggressive play. The Ench can't really zone in and out too hard. You isolate that sniper, it can still be easy pickings. They will take care of Jocam up top. So but the safe lane on mid has been a lot slower for him in comparison to last game. 13-5 on the NP compared to 23-8. Ponyo?
Does go down. They will get a bit of revenge here onto Ponyo. Akashi unable to help out as he was stunned up by Ramses. You were saying, though, that the mid lane does certainly seem a hell of a lot slower here for Thompson this time around, but in fairness, he is up against DK, which is kind of the king of just slowing down your CS's top lane. WS in danger. Chase is on and Pure does secure. Now they'll go for Joe Cam as well. Joe Cam will have to walk the old-fashioned way, but Pure and Whitemon both just slowly chasing him down. Eventually we'll find him. Pure has to be a little bit careful though, and he does actually die, but he secures the double kill before he does. So I suppose you could probably just call that worth
Understanding what Talon's done in the last game.
Oh, you say safe. They're looking at that mid-tier 1 tower instead here. Pure getting vision on Makoto. Shards will block the staircase, but Whitemon can't quite lock him down long enough. In fact, WS is here now, looking for the Tusk. They've still got help around here from Tundra, but they may just allow Whitemon to die, as they are unwilling to risk the rest of their lives. So Whitemon will be the sacrifice, but in the meantime, they got the mid-tier 1 tower. But the double-graded Treants, it's just so much damage. Top lane, Pure. He will end up dying though. Akashi able to secure a kill for himself, so a pretty nice one there.
He's just lacking Sacred Relic already. Has the gold for that full Radiance. Already up and running. Farming pace is going to kick in. The mischance could save him from these two physical cores they have here as they jump Joe Cam.
Hitting up again. Thompson finding Joe Cam underneath some of the wards. Shards are going to land, of course, from Whitemon. That'll force out the egg, though. Now, do they have enough for the egg? Thompson, he gets caught out. The power shot, it's going to get the job done. In fact, Ponyo, he'll also follow. They'll try for a run, but now Whitemon's also been caught. Whitemon will drop. They found a shackle on Saksa. That'll be a 4th target. Can they find the 5th? It is Pure, and they know he's there. They just need the blink up, and they've got it. Makoto will land the stun. Pure trying to just run underneath that tier 2 tower. Here comes Ramses to help out, but Pure is certainly going to fall as Ramses now, feeling charitable, will hand one more over here to Talon. My goodness, what a team fight to come out. And that should have been a really easy pick-off onto Joe Cam, but that egg last second. And the decision from Thompson to turn around to try and burst it down, it just cost them so much. Now Akashi, bottom lane, focus fire popped. Thompson, he's going to go for the fight. Akashi pretty confident here with the power shot out, though the wind run not lasting long enough. And Thompson will just man up and secure the kill, but now Makoto's here. Makoto will trade, but it's still a very good trade for Thompson.
Mikado would just stand under a full shrapnel, no issues. So they're starting to lose a little bit of that luster here, although Ponyo
trying to get the D wards off, but does end up sacrificing his life. Not really expecting Whitemon and Pure to be right around the corner. And they still have the vision there. It has not been de-warded or denied by Tundra, so I suppose you can always go back for it. Pure's going to run into WS here top lane. WS actually trying to go for the fight. Does have a Yule Scepter up, but drops the arena first. Pure happily just standing his ground for now. WS will eventually throw a spear out, but it doesn't really stun him up. Still, they have the DK. Now the egg dropped on top. Still, the Luna is perfectly fine as Whitemon is just trying to Giga Chat it up. Pure, though, in danger once again, does finally go down. As now Whitemon trying to back off, but here comes the cavalry. Saksa, though, and Whitemon both burning to Joe Cam. They're both down. Now Thompson dropping low. Thompson is gone. Ramsey's on top, trying to run away, but it's gonna be another team wipe for Talon. Oh my! I'll tell you what, John, game 2. It seems as though Talon have made the decision to just retreat. The Tundra in a very defensive position, not giving it away any openings here to Talon, and they're gonna go for a smoke up. Saksa and Whitemon, they'll be the ones to try and rotate into that Radiant jungle once again. Invis picked up by Whitemon will make that a little bit easier, but Joe Camp will just Icarus dive away. Looks like they have found out Ramses. Arena and Spear will land onto the Alchemist, and Ramses, he does not have his ulti available for another 2 seconds. Still waiting it out. He'll land a very nice stun, and now the turnaround. Ramses, he'll survive. It's now WS in trouble. Joe Cam running to boot. Meanwhile, Akashi. Oh, Akashi! Look at the damage. He's finally down. Ramses, it's him against the world, and he just ends up just destroying himself.
Control issue. Even if you survive the initial onslaught, I'm not sure how you deal with Arena Egg overall. I'm not sure if you have enough to burst Mikado.
Oh, I think MLPDotA's baiting here. His team is right behind with a big smoke out, and Thompson, he was caught on the front lines. In fact, now a big arena from WS catching 3. Snowball will save for now, but the egg just going, and now the whirlwind out from Akashi, destroying everyone. Thompson's been caught. He'll try for the Sprout TP play out, but there's just no chance in hell.
I don't think so.
Talon finding another 3 targets.
And they've got that pushing pace with MLPDotA around. Not much Ramses and Pure can really do to stop this. And they've got the clips up, but again, how do you take these team fights, Ramses?
They've even found another Akashi. Had the Spidey senses tingling. Ramsey's still trying to fight this one out. He was kind of just left alone there for an Akashi. He'll hand the tip over now. A bit of sweet, sweet revenge as Ramses just would not back off. And now the bottom racks is certainly set to go down. Back top lane, they found Pure. They have found Pure, though here comes Thompson, but you've got WS to help out, so Pure annihilated. Thompson, what can you do? The answer is nothing. Double kill for Akashi. Meanwhile, in the tire base, Saksa in huge trouble. Drinking buddies, gonna help a little bit, but not too much, as now Whitemon also set to fall. Does go down, a full team wipe. More tips coming up from Akashi. That's the Filipino coming out at him. Talon will not allow it. In fact, Talon are looking like they're setting up for a bit of a bait play. Hoping someone farms the mid lane, and Ramses, he'll be the man to show up. They'll make the immediate jump in. Drinking buddies out, but the arena gonna lock both of them down. Whitemon with the snowball, he'll buy a little bit of time, and meanwhile Akashi right in the tier 4 towers. He could not give a crap, this man. The Wind Ranger just shredding everyone apart. There goes Thompson. There goes Ramses by the looks of it. He is gone, and GG is called. Talon will tie this series up 1-1.
That they do after a spectacular game 1 from Tundra, especially past, around 20 minutes. Talon come back in game number 2. They correct their draft really well. They see the NP opener. They go with the DK mid this time instead of messing around with something like the Ricky mid. And all their lanes look pretty damn good.